China's financial hub, Shanghai, is beginning to reopen after weeks of COVID-19 lockdowns. Health officials say the strict measures have stopped the transmission of the virus. But there are still concerns about ongoing case numbers in the capital city, Beijing, and reports of a growing outbreak across the border in North Korea. Richard Kimber sent this report from Hong Kong.
After some 6 weeks of citywide lockdowns, the health authorities are beginning to allow some key businesses such as supermarkets and shopping malls to reopen again. But many city residents are still awaiting the all clear to go about their daily business. The extended lockdown there has taken its toll on the whole country's economy, as Shanghai is China's financial hub. That's also affected global supply chains and the international business community in the city, where there's been severe backlogs in manufacturing affecting much of China's exports to the rest of the world. It's also tested the patience of the city's 25 million residents, with some taking to social media over recent weeks to vent their frustration at China's adherence to its so-called zero COVID policy, where authorities are trying to wipe out COVID-19 altogether. There are concerns further north in the capital city, Beijing, that the same type of outbreak that hit Shanghai could also affect Beijing. There are more restrictions being put in place there after around 100 new cases were reported at the weekend, but authorities say there's no plans yet to issue a full citywide lockdown in the capital. There are, though, concerns in Chinese authorities about the situation across the border in North Korea. State media there says that around 1 million people have come down with an unidentified fever that many health analysts in the Asian region suspect is COVID-19. Around 50 people are said to have died so far, but there are severe concerns about the situation in North Korea because of a lack of health resources and a lack of access to vaccines. That's because Pyongyang has, over the last couple of years, declined opportunities to receive shipments of vaccines from overseas and has instead just closed its borders in an attempt to try and block COVID-19 altogether. South Korea is offering to provide unlimited medical support to the north, but there is so far no arrangement in place to make that happen. Instead, the North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has issued a state of emergency and has ordered the military to order the distribution of medical supplies for the time being. But this is all playing on concerns in China about the long-term ability of the country to bounce back from COVID-19 cases. The central bank is lowering the mortgage rate among various stimulus measures to try and spur the economy back into action. And Chinese authorities have also declined an opportunity to host Asia's version of football's Champions League, with the top teams from around the region due to have taken part in a tournament in China in 2023. That's a year away, that tournament, but China already pulling out, saying the coronavirus situation is too much to handle. Richard Kimber for SABC News in Hong Kong.